Hello folks and welcome back to Erannorth Reborn. We are in our headquarters. We were playing with a vampire crime lord and we are level 3 right now. We've done some quests in Lanmerich. We also got an automatic perk. We get automatic perks as crime lord at level 1 and level 3. So we got this Pizziotto perk, and this increased our bludgeoning affinity and our inevitable vulnerable effect now is increased by +1, and our crippling. Notice that inevitable vulnerable effect doesn't level up, even if this card could level up, I mean. This effect wouldn't level up otherwise. So perks is the only way you can raise an inevitable effect. Okay, so what to take next? Let's have a look at what perks we have available now. Our actions are good, action points per turn. We have 9. We could go with something like heightened reflexes, for example. But the problem is that it will decrease our bludgeoning affinity, which we need. We could invest in something like occult or alchemy or even herbalism. We can also start on the Code of Silence, which will give us the first Blood Oath card, and maybe leadership, or safe house. As we have, determined is also a good choice. Let's sense weaknesses. Now this is interesting. Weakened conditions need 1 less weakened counter to trigger. So if you need weaken 1, then the condition will trigger without you needing any weaken at all. It's quite interesting. Okay, I will just start by taking the safe house. So we can go on the properties path eventually. Will also let us carry +1 rations and 100 more farthings than we usually can. And I will also take the Code of Silence. Let's go to our deck builder, add the Code of Silence in. We'll keep the rest of the cards as they are. And let's go back to adventuring. Okay, so we are in Lanmerich. I will enter the town to see if we can trade any commodities or sell something. We can't sell anything. But I can buy some of the exports and sell them for profit elsewhere. Okay, let's see what we will do. So we are in Lanmerich. We are level 3. I can try the Lanmerich Plains. I can try the Forgotten Tomb. But not these challenges yet. We can also travel down to Greisbock or to Nereis, but the first area is a bit too hard to do at this moment. Hirdwood, we can travel there, but won't be able damage. Inford would be a good choice to continue our adventure. Has some pretty nice quests we can do. So assuming we go to Inford, let's check imports. And fur, wood, linen, leather, marble and iron ore are all imports. So let's buy them from here. I will buy fur, I will buy linen, leather and wood. I'll also buy bones. Okay. And we'll go to Inford and sell them for some profit. Travel to Inford. We will need 6 days and 3 rations. Okay. Things are a bit tough here. We have this 510 damage and this one with 511 that we need to take care of first. The ley line has affinity in the dark, aversion in light and astral. So this dark vampire is stronger. Our escort again is useless, but she can become a night blade. And we can now Pride 14. So 2 weakened enemies will get 8 damage, will get 2 damage. Got rid of the dog. Now this one will get 8 damage. Let's bring this guy down here. And it's daytime, so fast healing isn't very useful, but we have bleeding, so we can lose bleeding. We can also get concealment, sneak attack the goblin. Trigger. Okay, we will dispose of this ally. So far so good. Let's play calling card. We can weaken this one. We want the rest of the guys to get as much damage as possible. We can venom this one. So this one will die too. And bring a starving vampire. Okay, so we have dice, dice and dice. left. The accused hermit. As we pass through a small settlement, there is an angry mob, so the Inquisitor here will tell us to move on. I will actually pick a fight. Start with a calling card. Move this guy in the front. He's a Lozar, so I can just discard this card and control him. We also have good drain. Let's scuffle. I'll also take care of this one. Scuffle. Now we will destroy an enemy of 10 if they are weakened. We will also deal damage, so let's play the vampire instead. Okay. Calling card. He's Elosar. Discard. So let's execute the accused hermit. We also advanced node. Calling card. Inevitable venom. We have one loyalty. Can discard this. Play this guy here. Discard. Dead. So we find an old wooden chest, but it's locked with a lock that we can't pick, unfortunately. So we must move on. Each of the chests you can find could be unlocked, could require Thievery 1, we have Thievery 1, or Thievery 3, or Thievery 5 or 7, depending how sturdy the lock is. The contents will also be much better. Okay, the stores are closed for the night. Now we could go to our headquarters and rest in our chambers, but we are vampire and we are resting during daytime, so once we retire in the coffin we will emerge at night. Not very useful in this case. Our library is closed. Okay, so let's instead go to, where are we, Inford, settlement, enter, and I can loiter by spending twice this option here. So now we are at daytime. Trade commodities we can sell. The fur is an import. We can sell the leather, the linen, the wood. We could buy some additional exports here, maybe. I don't think I want to buy anything at this moment. I want to gather the 1000 farthings to upgrade my library. So let's go and fight Grim. Okay, we can start with calling card. Let's use it here. Move this guy in the front. So he can take the morale from the bleeding ability. Okay, so these are going to die. We can also kill this one. So inevitable vulnerable once more, and calling card. Now our escort will work. We can play find weakness card. This will add an extortion to the pile. And if you notice now, there is the extortion that we added in the draw pile. Discard. We don't have enough pride to harm this one, but if we weaken here a bit, we still don't. Okay. Let's use the inevitable vulnerable. Eleven damage dead. Find weakness. And he will die from the venom stacks. Get a calling card. Potential 3 won't affect here exactly. Neither cripple, weaken fails, potential is too low, but we can still hurt the rest of her allies. Can also give some loyalty. Mark this card. Concealment. Sneak attack 6 to 12. Can play Thirst of Blood. It will blood tribute to the next enemy. Discard this one. Inevitable Venom. Now if we had an inevitable weaken, that would be handy. More inevitable Venom. Discard. Healing, remove Venom stacks. Let's bring in one of these guys. Nothing of this can help us at this point. We could discard this guy and craft the henchman. We have an extortion. We can always discard it to get extra farthings. Let's bring one more of these guys. Discard this. Attack.
Oh no!
Reinforcements. Grim died. Okay, let's use these guys. Sneak attack. Let's play it safe. And that's it. We got a level and we defeated Grim as well. 200 farthings, not bad. We can get a blade in the sleeve, we can get simulacrum, we can get the Gaul footman. I will get the blade in the sleeve and return to the world map. Okay, so let's go for the secret hideout. We can get the alchemist or the body snatcher. grab. There is a Rungchao here. Okay, let's try to farm the Rungchao in the Rick Grab Cove. 3 narrates, 5. Let's play calling card, Pride 16. Survive the streets, bring in the associate, the starving vampire. He will also inflict bleed. Let's discard this so we can gain some extra farthings, because we can finish this encounter with the calling card. Maybe. A feed here, a starving vampire here, and that's it.
This is terrible.
Calling card. Let's use inevitable vulnerable on this one. Sneak attack. Feed here. And nothing to worry about at this point. A rescue mission. So you spot an Inquisition squad in the distance. They appear to be escorting a group of prisoners. So let's free them. We don't have any stealth to get the stealth options here, so let's do a frontal assault. Let's get concealment, sneak attack here. Let's control this guy. Find weakness. 3 venom stacks, and we have the punishing perk because he has weakness. And let's see who will get. I will get the Coven Wits in my stars. Continue. The calling card. We can use it here. Let's play Survive the Streets. Scuffle. Now at this point we could We could play Honor Among Thieves here and reactivate our lieutenant to play another calling card. Inevitable Venom. Add one more extortion. This one will die from the status effects. Can also use calling card here. Loyalty makes us deal +3 damage. Knapsack.
This is terrible.
Concealment. Let's use fairy dust. And keg. Fail. We'll play calling card here. Okay, so 11 damage dies, 8 damage. Calling card. Discard. Cripple. 19 damage from the status effects. And at this point, let's go to our exploration options and outdoor activities. Gather wood. Stas. And set up a camp. Okay. We can rest for 8 hours. Unfortunately, we wake up 3 hours later with these guys surrounding us. Let's use the wooden stakes to destroy a vampire. She's weak to blessed, but will probably survive. No, got destroyed. Okay. Let's use this. It's also night, which means that we can use this healing card as well. Calling card. Use it here. Discard. I will just end my turn. Now these stakes also have blessed, which will inflict vulnerable counters to this guy, but it's not worth it. Instead we can use our inevitable venom effect. Plus we can gives him 8 damage, and we can give him inevitable vulnerable now. Hit him with grid, 11 damage. Still not enough. Now he's dead. Okay, so we are still in the camp and we can prepare for the journey ahead. And this preparation would let us draw cards from our deck. We can also do a quick exploration, which unfortunately gets us an encounter. Let's draw the wooden stakes. We have vampires here to destroy, so let's use it on here. Not enough. This is Elosar. Beatha can also attack. Feed removes her bleeding in addition to the damage it deals to us. And we can use extortions. We can first add the vulnerable, so we can also draw a card, like so. Bleed and festering. This one can bleed, actually. Okay, let's continue our journey. Maybe we get another level by the time we reach. We still haven't used any of the lieutenant missions at this point. Let's draw a card. Inevitable. Vulnerable. I will use my calling card. And if you don't want to use this weaken effect, because the enemy will take 3 less damage, no one actually is preventing you from targeting an ally instead, and Pride will still trigger, like so. But you know, this weaken can sometimes be the difference, like you can trigger Scuffle or whatever. Let's produce Hungry Vampire. She can bleed, so discard. Disguise, sneak attack. He can't take sneak attack, he's undead. But he can take a nice calling card into his face. Okay, let's gather some wood. And I will gather some more wood. Couldn't find any. Set a camp. Prepare. And these cards aren't conjured from nothing. They are drawn from our deck, and we can choose and draw one. So I will choose and draw the Hangover. Hangover. It's daytime, so healing is a bit weaker. Let's use calling card here. Okay, Vampire Bride, marked for death. We can still use that for defense, but let's see if we can defeat this dog first. Okay. We don't have rations. Now if we want, we can use our coffin to rest. I shift clicked here. Let's go to my private chambers and retire in my coffin. This changes the clock to nightfall around midnight. We gain some hit points, we gain 4 action points, and now we can also go and hunt to have a nice dinner. So that's another way to heal yourself. These guys. Sneak attack. Calling card. So now that it's night, we can use fast healing, of course, more effectively. But I will just produce some starving vampires. Discard. You'll take 13 damage. So let's use our lieutenant. Sorry. And prepare for a mission. We can do the infiltration. Stas. Discard. Inevitably vulnerable. And we can bring one starving vampire. Okay. And continue.
This is terrible.
Let's use our fairy dust. Unfortunately, he resisted our damage but will die from the status effects, so put him in the back. Like here I want to put him. We can replace this one with an escort. Let's play calling card. We can use it here. Eight damage. So this one will die, this one will die, and this one will sneak attack. Let's use Find Weakness. No action points. We'll just discard this. Retribution, he takes 10 damage. Let's use Brutal Punch. Find Weakness. Now this one can probably bleed, so we can use this card here. We can add Inevitable Vulnerable to the grab. Play Extortion. Find Weakness. Attack. And we also attack with Beatha. Sneak attack. And that was it. We'll get Shadow Strike and Spirit Animal. So we have 805 farthings. I will try this one more, maybe we can get a long jaw, maybe not.
This is terrible.
Calling card, we can use it here. Inevitable Venom. This one is Stealth. Sneak Attack. Got the Loyalty. Move first. We don't want an ally to heal here and lose these nice Venom stacks we added. Let's kill here with Beatha. Okay, so let's do a mission. We can just do a combat practice with our ally and level up. We can also try to do an infiltrate mission. Got some enemies. Start with inevitable venom. This one $17. Okay, I will use this guy. Doesn't matter, she won't die, so she might still get healing from an ally. Sneak attack. Let's use his ability. Dead. Dead. Okay, so I can probably use blood magic to bring Vigor Mortis and restore our health, or even better, Missiles of Darkness. Victory. We gained some more vampire skills. Let's inspect our status. We are level 5 and we got a new Crime Lord perk, I think. Now we are getting a capo at level 6, which will boost our summon limit. We can boost our summon limit right now with leadership. Let's also check the properties. We can buy the warehouse. Can also get a fence card, which we can purchase things from him. We are bound to have lots of money eventually, but for now I think I will go with leadership, and I will go with. Now notice that the leadership perk have some additional perks in Underworld, and that's Novice Commander. Whenever you don't exhaust an ally, you gain 1 less fatigue for cards like Honor Among Thieves, for example. You expend 1 less loyalty. Leadership expertise increases by +1, so allies deal +1 combat damage per leadership rank. And I can get that. I will get Novice Commander. I will also get the Villain tendency. And what else can we buy from perks? Let's check a bit our class perks. We have Bellicose, we have Tenacious, stuff. Survive the streets. Yes, I think I will get survive the streets so I can get street cred, which gives us another -2 to our weakened enemies. So survive the streets. I'm keeping these level up points to invest in some skills. And let's do this area quickly. Or at least for the next 5 minutes. Okay, let's use calling card. I'll use it here. This one will die. Now we expend 1 less loyalty. And this reduced to 1 fatigue if I fail to exhaust an ally. Let's get the vampire. Insatiable hunger. Feed. Calling card. Discard. Now I will attack him with Beatha. He also got the festering venom counter, so he will die from the statuses. And I will go to my coffin, spend the night there, have a nice dinner, and resume my journey. Okay, so I will stop this recording here, and I will be seeing you with our next episode, where we will keep playing with this character, see how far we can go into the Conquest run. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be seeing you next time. Good night.